Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Anything Goes TV 817. I'm your host, David.
And I'm Nino.
And that was Order Don. Shout out to Order Don. Keep grinding. What's up to his manager, Clint? And a special shout out to all my listeners, starting with my main man, Bruce, Luther, Mark, Axe. And I can't forget TJ. You always listening, and I don't never say your name. What's up with it? And especially to the ladies that listen all the time. Tammy, Brandy, Kiara, Kennedy, Carnella, Amy, Peaches, and I can't forget you, Kayla. Thank you for listening, and everybody else that I missed, thank you. Today we have a caller that called in, and she emailed us. Her name is Cassandra out of California. She's 28. And she says she want to talk to us about problems she's having in her relationship with her boyfriend. She says she do everything she can for him. They seem to have a nice relationship. They're a very nice couple. And everything is going well, except for when she asks him for things. She said he gets an attitude when she asks him to buy her certain things and get mad about it. But they still get over it. She end up getting it. And she says he reluctantly always do it. And he always say he love her, but when she asks for something, she see a different side of him. So now we want to ask the question. She say, do you think he really love me? Because when I ask for something, he get an attitude. But when I do things for him, he's all happy and never complain. But as soon as I ask for the smallest things, he get mad. So she want to know, do you think he really loved me? So I guess our question today, from what Cassandra says, is there such thing as true love? Nino, what do you think? Is there such thing as true love?
First thing I would question for Miss Cassandra is, how was he when they first started dating? I don't know the proximity, how long they've been dating, but how was he when he first started dating? Was he giving her gifts? Was he real kind? Was he, a real gentleman? Was he want to shower her with things? Or maybe it's just that he just now he's getting kind of comfortable and he feel like he don't have to buy her things and everything. But like I say, remember, you got to always remember how you start, and people look at that and continue. So first of all, I would ask David, how did he start with her? Did he start with giving her gifts or everything, or, when they first started dating?
Well, she said he was always kind-hearted. That's one of the things that drew her to him. Mm-hmm. He was kind-hearted and would buy things when she didn't even ask for them. And she said that's one of the things that made her fall in love with him. And now that she's given her all, she say, he's starting to act different. Mm-hmm. So, and she said he's always say he love her. So now she want to know, is there any love without finance? Because as soon as she asks for money, that's when he really gets mad. She said he would get her nails and toes done, but when she asks for some money, he don't like it.
Well, I believe that he thinks now that they to the point where he doesn't always have to show with money. Maybe he wants to just show her about him doing it, instead of her just personally getting the money and her hand hey babe, let me buy you something. Let me show you, let me take you to dinner or something like that, instead of just personally giving her the money herself, because I know a lot of times women do want money, and a man can love you. It doesn't always be he got to give you money. It's the actions that he do.
Well, I think one of the things she might need to do, Cassandra, is look in the mirror and say, if he didn't have any money, would you love him? Because I notice you keep saying you love him. But would you love him if he didn't shower you with gifts? Would you love him if he was broke? Because I notice you say he has money. So, is there any love when you're broke? Is there such thing as broke love? Let's look into that.
True. I mean, because I see why a lot of times people like to give tests if it's unconditional or conditionally. Let me see how she feels about me without the money in the equation, because I know how she gonna feel about me with the money in the equation. Even if she lying or whatever, she see the dollar sign. How is she gonna feel about me if it's not feasible?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was wondering about that because from what I'm seeing, and you wondering if he loved you, if he truly loved you, well, do you truly love him? Because love goes both ways. Go ahead, Nino.
No. You said it. Said no. I'm just gonna go to that. I'm just saying, because see, she's continually always saying, "What he? Do you love him?" So maybe he's feeling some type of way because he's always getting point. He's always like the question is towards him, but do you love him though? Do you just sit back and say, "I love you, baby"? You know, because I'm saying I believe the man have courted her greatly. I believe he have did what he want to do. But me myself, I would be kind of like sometimes. Well, really, is it this money? Is it this money she love? Is it really me?
Well, and she also mentioned how she would come over to his house, and always before she leaves, he would give you money, but you said you would ask him for some money, and he would always give you money. Now, maybe you have become spoiled on what he could do for you, and now you wondering, do you really love him if he didn't have that? And that's what I believe is the core issue here, what you might need to look into, because love goes both ways. Now, if you love a person when he have money, you would love him if he didn't have money. So you say the fascination was his charm and how he bought you things and swept you off your feet. Well, could he have swept you off your feet if he didn't buy you things?
And another thing, David, I think she is so much pinpointing his actions. What are her actions? What does she do? Does she cook for him? I mean, it's like you putting him in the bubble all the time.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm talking about Miss Cassandra. What is she doing? I mean, come on, man. This like you say, this is two-way. Love is two-way.
Now, Cassandra did actually contact us, so we don't want to attack you.
No. I'm not attacking you.
I know you're not. Yeah. But we're trying to help and get to the bottom of this. Mm-hmm. So, what I think about this, one of the things is, and let's be truthful, money controls all of this. You know, from personal experience and from what I've heard, that it's hard to have love if you don't have any money. You know, it seems like with love come enjoyment. You go out and do things, you bond, you know, at different places. It's exciting because just about everything you do costs. Mm-hmm. If you go to the movies, it costs. If you go out to eat, it costs. And you fell in love with all of that, and which is rightfully so. So I'm serious. I don't know if you could really have love without money, because it seems like the majority of problems in relationships are due to money, the lack thereof, or the way someone is acting with the money.
I have heard people's women, and I have been through the experience too. It's not even like I'm complimenting your looks as the woman telling me, as a woman telling another man. I'm not complimenting how you get around, how your swag is or whatever, because you can be unattractive, but the attraction is the money.
It's the money.
It's the money.
It's the money.
It's the money.